Hello students, today in this session we are going to learn permutation and combination. Permutation is an arrangement or listing of objects in which the position of the elements or objects is important. For example, the arrangement ABC is different from BC because the position of A, B and C is different in both these words. That's why in permutation arrangement is important. Permutation is used when we are counting without replacements. If we are not going to consider replacements, then we will use permutation. So formula for permutation can be written as, in general, P and R. N and R represents the things out of which you have to consider out of n things. Means that the number of permutations of n things taken are at a time. The formula for permutation can be written as P and R equals to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Factorial represents n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on up to 1. We are going to calculate the multiplication in reducing order. So let us consider one example. A license plate begins with 3 letters if the possible letters are A, B, C, D and E. It means that there are 5 letters given over here, A, B, C, D and E, and we have to choose 3 letters because license plate begins with 3 letters. How many different permutations of these letters can be made if no letter is used more than once? It means that we can use each letter at once. So there are 3 places, place 1, place 2 and place 3. It means that out of these 5 alphabets, at first position there are 5 choices. At the second position there are 4 choices because we will use alphabet remaining from 4 letters, and for the third position we have 3 choices. Though it is given that no alphabet can be repeated, that's why the total permutation can be done in equals to 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3, that is first position, second position and third position equals to 60. Now let us use or solve this example with the help of formula. Total 5 alphabets are given and we have to choose 3. So 5 factorial, that is n factorial, formula is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. It means 5 factorial divided by 5 minus r represent r is 3 over here. So 5 minus 3 factorial equals to 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial equals to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 5 factorial can be written as 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 divided by 2 factorial can be written as 2 multiplied by 1. So when we solve this we get equals to 60. So out of 5 letters, if we are going to use 3 letters, then total arrangements without repeating any alphabet we get equals to 60. So let us take another example. So let us consider another example. A pin code contains 6 digits. How many different pin codes can be made with the digits 0 to 9 if no digit is used more than once and the first digit is not 0? First, consider that no digit is used more than once. It means that no digit will be used more than once, and total digits are given 0 to 9. That so those digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So counting from 0 to 9, we get total 10 digits. Total digits are 10. Now, out of which we have to use 6 digits to make a pin code. Now, though for the first position, there are 9 choices from 1 to 9. It is just because we cannot write 0 at the starting position. Because if we write 0 at the starting position, then the pin code will remain as a 5-digit number. That's why for the first position, we cannot use 0. It means that remaining 9 from 1 to 9 digits we can use. So for the first position only 9 digits can be used. Now for second position, for second position again there are 9 choices from 0, removing or not selecting though that digit which is used already first position. So again remaining 9 position choices are there. That's why for the second position we have 9 choices. Now among the 6 digits we have already used 2 digits. Now for the next 4 digits, so third position for third position we have 8 choices. For the next and a fourth position we have 7 digits. For the fifth position we have 6 digits, and for the sixth position we have 5 digits. It is just because we cannot use the digit which is already used. So if we calculate this with the help of multiplication, we get 9 into 9 multiplied. First position 9 choices, second position 9 choices, third 8, 7, 6, 5. So we get total 1,36,080. So now we solve this example with the help of permutation formula. So we have formula PNR equals to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. It means we have total 6 digits. We have to use total 6 digits among 10 digits. Now here for first digit we have 9 choices, so we are using this first position separately, multiplied by for the next 5 positions we have total 5 digits we have to select among the remaining 9 digits, because we have total 10 digit, out of which 9 digit is at the first position, and remain from the remaining 9 digits we have to use 5 digits. So 9 multiplied by p9 comma 5. So 9 multiplied by 9 factorial, that is n factorial divided by n minus r. N equals to 9 minus r equals to 5. 9 minus 5 factorial equals to, we get 9 multiplied by 9 factorial divided by 4 factorial. On solving this we get 9 multiplied by 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. We have written up to 4 factorial just because we are going to cancel denominator term, which we get 9 minus 5 equals to 4 factorial. So 4 factorial get cancelled. Now the remaining terms are 9 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 6 and multiplied by 5. So total is equals to 1,36,080. Now sometimes in permutation there are some examples in which we have to do arrangements, but some alphabets or letters are repeated. So in that case, while counting or arranging these alphabets, we have to follow some formula. For example, if the number of different permutation of n objects where there are n1 repeated times, n2 repeated times item, and up to nk repeated time items, in that case we have to use formula equals to n factorial divided by n1 factorial multiplied by n2 factorial multiplied by nk factorial. Here n factorial represents the total number of alphabets or letters, and n1 factorial, n2 factorial, nk factorial represents the letters which are repeated at that much number of times. So here we are not writing this formula as n into n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, just because it means that out of given things we have to select all the things. It means that if 10 letter word is given, then you have to use all these 10 letters. Only denominator term n1 factorial n2 factorial represents the alphabets which are repeated, and how many times it is repeated we have to write that number of times and number of alphabets. So let us take an example of this. Consider example: in how many ways can the word success be rearranged? In how many ways can the word success be rearranged? It means that we have to arrange the word success. Arranging means we have to change position of it, each alphabet. Now in the word success, the alphabet S is repeated 3 times, and the alphabet C repeated 2 times. It means that S repeated 3 times and C repeated 2 times. So we have to use all the alphabets in this word. That's why we are writing over here. In the given word success, there are total 7 alphabets, among which S repeated 3 times and C repeats 2 times, and the other alphabets are different. So we have to arrange all with the help of all the alphabets. So we are going to write over here 7 factorial means total alphabets factorial divided by the alphabets which are repeated that much time. So as repeated 3 times, that's by 3 factorial, multiplied by the alphabet C repeated 2 times, that's by 2 factorial equals to. So we solve this: 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 factorial. We are writing those 3 factorial just because we have in denominator 3 factorial also. So 3 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial can be written as 2 into 1. 3 factorial get cancelled. Now 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 divided by 2. So total equals to 4, 10, 20. It means that in 420 ways we can arrange or rearrange the word success. Now let us move towards the second part of this session, that is combination. Now combination is an arrangement of objects in which the order is not important. We have to keep in mind, in permutation order is important and in combination order is not important. Here ABC is same as BCE. It is sometimes it is happened with the person living things. So the formula for combination can be written as the number of combination of n things taken are at a time is written as C n r equals to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial multiplied by r factorial, or n factorial divided by r factorial multiplied by in bracket n minus r factorial. So let us take an example for combination. In how many ways can a coach choose 3 swimmers from among 5 swimmers? A coach has to select 3 swimmers out of 5 swimmers. In how many ways it can be done? So if let us consider that there are 5 swimmers A, B, C, D, and if we make a group of ABC, it means that it is also a group of CBA, BCA. That's why here position is not matters. So in that case, we will use formula of combination. So there are total 5 swimmers to be taken, 3 at a time. So formula C 5 comma 3 equals to 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, that is r factorial. We have to select r, that is r equals to 3 over here. So 3 factorial in bracket 5 multiplied by 3 factorial. So 5 factorial equals to 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. We have written 3 factorial just because in denominator we have 3 factorials. So 3 factorial can get cancelled. Now 5 minus 3 factorial equals to 2. 5 minus 3 equals to 2. 2 factorial equals to 2 into 1. So 3 factorial get cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. 5 into 2 equals to 10. So total combination or arrangement or ways are 10, by which a coach can select 3 swimmers among 5 swimmers. Thank you.